Hey guys, we are back with some more Walden a game. Now, in the first part, I didn't really understand what was going on. I didn't really know much about the game. And after kind of digging around, reading a little bit, um, there's no real end game. Like, there's no specific end game for this game. This game basically is you're living your life as a guy, Henry, who spent a few years, a year, in the woods, and pretty much you can. This was an experiment, as we know from the beginning. But you can pretty much play this game however you want. So you can either focus on, like, you can just do the books. Taking books, giving it back to Emerson, reading them, getting inspiration. Or you can focus on farming, resourcing, how to survive. It's really up to you. So let's load the game. Okay, so we are back here. Now, I don't know how I'm going to play this game, honestly.
Be ready, friend Henry. Tomorrow I will require your assistance with an errand of utmost consequence.
Okay.
Look for my instructions here at your cabin tomorrow morning, and be ready to put your expert knowledge of our woods to work for the cause of freedom.
Okay.
I hope you will not fail me. Most sincerely, A. Bronson Alcott.
I'm running low on food. I should probably check my beans. And I need firewood. Shit. Okay, let's go check the beans first, because otherwise there's gonna get weeds and they're all gonna die. So whatever I did, there was no point to it. And there's a thing over there. So let's go check that out quickly.
Daily the beans saw me come to their rescue armed with a hoe and thin the ranks of their enemies, filling up the trenches with weedy dead.
There's another arrowhead there. But let me just take out all the weeds. And there's more arrowheads. I think we want to try to focus on getting money, because I want to see if I can fish. Let's just check that out.
From under a rotten stump, my hoe turned up a sluggish, portentous, and outlandish spotted salamander. A trace of Egypt and the Nile, yet our contemporary.
Okay. There's a hare over there. Let me get this.
Near at hand, upon the topmost spray of a birch, sings the brown thrasher, or red mavis, as some love to call him, all the morning, glad of your society, that would find out another farmer's field if yours were not here. While you were planting the seed, he cries, drop it, cover it up, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up.
Okay. I guess I could have looked in on the newt. He's gone. Or the salamander, he's gone. So, we need firewood as well. And food. But honestly, I kind of want to go exploring a little bit, because we have not done that yet.
I am no more lonely than the loon in the pond that laughs so loud, or than Walden Pond itself. I am no more lonely than a single mullein or dandelion in a pasture, or a bean leaf, or a sorrel, or a horsefly, or a bumblebee. I am no more lonely than the millbrook, or a weathercock, or the North Star,
Like,
or
what
the
is
south
that?
wind, or an April shower, or a January thaw, or the first spider in a new house.
Is that a berry tree? No. Oh, it is. Okay. And I really need firewood, which I will probably get by the end of my day, hopefully. I just kind of want to explore a little bit. Okay, that's enough food. So I don't think we can get through that. We can go through here. So let's save that for another day and just kind of keep exploring. But there does not seem to be really anything here. Right, looking at it, I don't think... Okay, let's go this way, because there's something around here. And if not, then we'll go back and chop some firewood. Yeah, there's something over here. You can collect boards at ruined shelters like this one to build or repair your own shelter. Okay. Okay, there's nothing else I can do here. Oh, the railroad track. I wonder if I can go down. Sophia's game. Okay, let's just try to go around the lake, I guess. Oh, there's the boat. You've discovered Ice Fort Cove on the western shore of Walden Pond. You can take a boat from here to other areas. Oh, that's kind of cool. My boat, which has cost me a week's labor, was informed like a fisherman's story, painted green below with a border of blue, with reference to the two elements in which it was to spend its existence. Driftwood. You can use this as fuel. Pick it up. And more driftwood. Let me get that.
Nothing so fair, so pure, and at the same time so large as a lake, perchance, lies on the surface of the earth. Sky water. It needs no fence. Nations come and go without defiling it. It is a mirror which no stone can crack, whose quicksilver will never wear off, whose gilding nature continually repairs.
I have never felt lonesome, or in the least oppressed by a sense of solitude. If you enjoy solitude here, which will raise your inspiration, take your time at the special site. What about that thing? Can I?
I never found the companion that was so companionable as solitude. A man thinking or working is always alone. Let him be where he will. Solitude is not measured by the miles of space that intervene between a man and his fellows.
I still need more wood. I need food.
Interesting.
Oh. Okay, that's new. Get a lot of berries just in case we can tomorrow because there's something big going on. Or something important we have to do. I think that's more wood that I can use. Yes, it is. Oh, a lot more wood. Did you count? No. Can I take that? No, I cannot. There's another boat. You have discovered Long Cove on the southwestern side of Walden Pond.
When I was 4 years old, as I well remember, I was brought from Boston to this my native town, through these very woods in this field, to the pond. It is one of the oldest scenes stamped on my memory, and now tonight my flute has waked the echoes over that very water.
It's getting dark as well. Oh, he didn't.
Now that the cars are gone by and all the restless world with them,
Never
and
mind.
the fishes in the pond no longer feel their rumbling, I am more alone than ever.
Because I was like, oh, he's not commentating or like speaking out loud. But that's why. Mainly because, I guess, the sound effects. Let's collect all of this.
What is a course of history or philosophy or poetry, no matter how well selected, or the best society, or the most admirable routine of life, compared with the discipline of looking always at what is to be seen?
We should be able to see more arrowheads easier this way. Like right there.
All the shore rang with the trump of bullfrogs, the sturdy spirits of
that's
ancient wine
the
bibbers and
noise?
wassailers, though their voices have waxed hoarse and solemnly grave. Trunk, trunk, trunk.
That's what the noise was. I was wondering, like, what the hell was that? Ah, there's something right there. You see, that's why night is such a good time to see all of these.
When I was looking about to see what I could do for a living, I thought often and seriously of picking huckleberries. That surely I could do, and its small profits might suffice, for my greatest skill has been to want but little.
Yeah, I really need to find a way to make money because I want to see if I can buy the hook. I mean the fishing line, as well as probably try to help my family out. You have discovered Little Cove on the southern side of Walden Pond. Just take all of this just in case.
About 15 years ago, you could see the top of a pitch pine, of the kind called yellow pine, projecting above the surface in deep water, many rods from the shore. It was even supposed by some that the pond had sunk, and this was one of the primitive forests that formerly stood there.
But no real memories, I guess, because we don't really have memories of being here that much.
How many a man has dated a new era in his life from the reading of a book?
Okay. Oh. Wake where you are in at your cabin, I think. Just because we had something important to do, so I figure it might be better if we just wake here. Ah. Items are from Alcott, yeah.
My dear Henry, we are to have stay with us this week a special traveler named only John. His sufferings have been great, and he has need of safe passage and supplies. I entreat you to take these items for him to the old cellar hole along the Concord Road, and hide them in the place I've marked on your map.
Okay.
These must be placed before the end of night tonight. Godspeed. A. Bronson Alcott.
Okay, so... along the Concord Road, okay. So we have to go north, I want to say. That should be correct. Food, I know food, but let's quickly do this. And then we will check on my beams. Is it a cabin? Ah, it's old cabin, okay. We are close. You have dropped off the supplies as Alcott requested. Okay. What are the to-dos? Fund Sophia's gift at Theater Home in Concord. Okay. So, let's check this out. Let's see Sophia's gift.
All sound heard at the greatest possible distance produces one and the same effect. The vibration of the universal lyre, just as the intervening atmosphere makes a distant ridge of the earth interesting to our eyes by the azure tint it imparts to it.
Is he still there? Yes, he is. Alright, dude, I will talk to you later if I come back in time. We have food. And Sophia's gift.
July 1838. Dear Messieurs Thoreau, my sister, whom you know, has sent me a copy of the Yeoman's Gazette with your advertisement for a new Concord Academy, and suggested I contact you regarding the education of my son, Edmund Sewell. Edmund is a bright pupil, and is in need of instruction preparatory to a collegiate course, with the usual English branches of study. I will send him with my daughter Ellen as chaperone to meet you at your earliest convenience. Sincerely, Reverend Edmund Quincy Sewell.
August 1838. Dear Sophia, it was so kind of your family to welcome us, and I hope we will see you all again soon. Edmund looks forward to starting his studies with your brothers, and I'm sure we will all see much more of each other. The poems Henry sent came safely and pleased us much. The sonnet entitled Beauty is my favorite.
And this
Best regards, Ellen Sewell.
This is the gift.
Dear Henry, I have set a little game for you based on our own favorite board, the woods. Here is the first piece of the puzzle. I rise above the forest floor, where once I lay in days of yore. A gentle hand has made formation in places hidden, though not forbidden. Come find me if you seek inspiration. Bonne chance, Sophia.
That's the thing, right? The what is it? That rock formation we found in the lake. Could that be it?
Ah, there you are, Henry. This new poem of yours is exceptional. I think it may be the purest strain and the loftiest that has yet peeled from this unpoetic American forest. Tell me, what are you working on next? And have you thought much of publishing your work, so that it might reach beyond our small hamlet? There you are, Henry.
Oh.
Haven't you found my Laws of Manu yet?
I thought
Perhaps
I
you're
did.
too busy working.
I haven't found it yet, but I'll keep looking.
I guess that was the wrong book I found. Ah, hold on. About you and your writing.
My dear Miss Fuller, it is good to hear from you that work on the next issue of The Dial proceeds. I'm sending you a new piece that my young friend Thoreau has written for our journal. Talk with him but a few hours and you will find him a remarkable person, I am certain. He is a treasured companion, and I have had the most memorable conversations with him about nature and all else. We are all well, and young Waldo sends you his love. R.W. Emerson.
I want to see if I can sell the berries.
Good day, Henry.
Hello.
What can I do for you?
Can I sell you stuff? I can't. Can I take your apples? No, I cannot. This is the post office. You may receive letters here. I look for job offers.
For my part, I could easily do without the post office. I think that there are
There's a
very
memory
few
here.
important communications made through it. For a long time, I was a reporter to a journal, of no very wide circulation, whose editor has never yet seen fit to print the bulk of my contributions, and, as is too common for writers, I got only my labor from my pains.
Hello then, Henry. Here for your mail or just snooping for news? I hear there will be a rally soon about these slavery questions. That abolitionist from Boston, Mr. Garrison, will be speaking, but I don't know much about such things. My dear Thoreau, believe me when I say that I have tried to do you the favor of getting your article into the hands of publishers, but I have not had success in this errand, and have hardly a hope that it will be immediate, if ever. I know you have written a good thing, too good, I fear, to be profitable to yourself or attractive to publishers. I will remain your champion in these matters, however, and entreat you to send me that one piece you were working on when we met at your family home. Remember me to Ralph Waldo Emerson. Yours heartily, Horace Greeley.
Dear Mr. Thoreau, Dr. Agassiz was quite satisfied with the specimens you sent last month. He says to tell you that the small mud turtle was actually a very rare species quite distinct from the snapping turtle as you labeled it. We would be very much obliged if you could supply us with samples of the following fishes from your small pond and can pay 75 cents apiece.
I can't fish them.
5 common shiners.
I can't
3
fish
yellow
them though.
perch, 1 walleye. Sincerely, James Elliott Cabot, assistant to Dr. Agassiz, Harvard University.
Fence needs repair. Let's take that. Take that. Cleared area along Concord Road. That should be easy enough. Mark to $1 on your map. Okay. Okay. So let's go. Let's collect the roads. Oh, there's an arrowhead. Collect the logs along the road.
Society is commonly too cheap. We meet at the post office and at the sociable and about the fireside every night. We live thick and are in each other's way and stumble over one another, and I think that we thus lose some respect for one another.
I wonder if I miss a day of clearing the weeds off my bean plants, if they're gonna die.
Many men walk by day, few walk by night. It is a very different season. Chancing to take a memorable walk by moonlight some years ago, I resolved to take more such walks and make acquaintance with another side of nature.
I am going to my bean field, if you haven't already guessed. Oh, one died. Why did one die? Did I forget to... Soon it'll be ready for harvest. That one died. That was strange.
What shall I learn of beans or beans of me? I cherish them, I hoe them. Early and late I have an eye to them, and this is my day's work. Fellow travelers, as they rattled by, compared it aloud with the fields which they had passed, so that I came to know how I stood in the agricultural world. Mine was, as it were, the connecting link between wild and cultivated fields. As some states are civilized, and others half-civilized, and others savage or barbarous, so my field was, though not in a bad sense, a half-cultivated field.
I kind of interrupted the last thing he was talking about because I was trying to clear the area and it clicked on the arrowhead. I don't know how those die. Like something I guess to maybe note in this game compared to other games is even though I'm alone, I am not like scared, which is a thing that happened in the other games where I was constantly worried that something was gonna pop out at me. Not in Dear Esther, but for Gone Home and Firewatch, and that might have to do with the music, which is that we actually get constant music in this game, and it's not like creepy, like scary music. There are no creaks and cracks like there was in Gone Home. There's no antagonist in this game that I know is out to get me other than the tax people who want to throw me in jail. But yeah, I haven't been, even in the dark where I'm kind of alone but not really, I'm not too worried that something's gonna pop out at me. In your cabin. We need food and we need fuel. Early
Summer is
fall.
gone now, with all its infinite wealth, and still nature is genial to me. Though I no longer pluck so many berries on the hill, still I behold the same inaccessible beauty around me. No man ever stood the lower in my estimation for having a patch in his clothes. Yet I am sure that there is greater anxiety commonly to have fashionable, or at least clean and unpatched clothes than to have a sound conscience. We know but few men, a great many coats and breeches. Before we can adorn our houses with beautiful objects, the walls must be stripped, and our lives must be stripped, and beautiful housekeeping and beautiful living be laid for a foundation. A taste for the beautiful is most cultivated out of doors, where there is no house and no housekeeper.
My good Henry, bless you for your quick attention to my errand of mercy. The man John, for whom I requested your aid, did sit at our table, and was an impressive lesson to my children, bringing before them the wrongs done to the black man by the peculiar institution of the South. Now that I know I can count on you, I will not hesitate to do so. Your friend, A. Bronson Alcott.
October, 1845. Dearest Henry, Mother asks how you are doing with your work out there in the woods. Won't you come home sometime? I have been sorting through some old letters that you might like to see, and have left them out for you. Sophia.
Dear Henry, it seems like Concord is growing so rapidly these days. I see in the post office that there is much surveying work to be had for someone like yourself, who knows the land and loves to walk its every vista. Of course, surveying does aid in the parceling up of your beloved woods, and yet it is a living that could keep you while you write and live close to nature. A difficult choice, certainly. Yours sincerely, R.W.E.
Okay, let's check on our plants and then kind of look into that, what he said. Because he said that there are some beans that are ready to harvest.
Look out for woodchucks, if it is an exposed place, for they will nibble
Oh.
off the earliest tender leaves almost clean as they go.
Okay, go,
And again,
go, go.
when the young tendrils make their appearance, they have notice of it, and will shear them off with both buds and young pods, sitting erect like a squirrel.
Oh, and it disappeared. Okay. A surplus is sold automatically and adds to your money. Okay, that's helpful. Come on, come on.
It was a singular experience, that long acquaintance which I cultivated with beans. What with planting and hoeing and harvesting and threshing, and picking over and selling them. The last was the hardest of all, I might add, eating, for I did taste. I was determined to know beans.
He was determined to know beans. Alright.
I went so far as to slaughter a woodchuck which ravaged my bean field, effect his transmigration, as a Tartar would say, and devour him, partly for experiment's sake.
Don't kill any woodchucks, please.
Sometimes the man in the bean field heard more of travelers' gossip and comment than was meant for his ear. Beans so late, peas so late, for I continued to plant when others had begun to hoe. Does he live there? Asks the black bonnet of the gray coat, and the hard-featured farmer reins up his grateful Dobbin to inquire what you are doing.
I think that's all of them. So let's look at my journal, actually. Complete survey job. Okay. Okay. So follow the money trail. So, okay. This way. I hope too much of this rainwater doesn't kill my beans. Because I know seasons will affect it. And I don't remember what it said about early fall regarding the beans. If that was a good thing or a bad thing. And I'm running out of food. Also, I apologize for the little sniffles and like clearing my throat. I think I'm getting sick. So it's probably not good that I'm in the rain right now. But I am getting sick. Or I have really bad allergies, even though it's the summer. It's like 95 degrees today in New York. And it is killing me. Okay. I think this might be one of the few times where maybe once the day ends, I'm gonna just reload where I was instead of going straight to my cabin. There's also X right near here, so I'm gonna quickly go get that. Is this the book? No. It is the book. Found Emerson's copy. Alright, that's all I'm gonna read. Now it's right above us. Okay. I have to say though, I'm really liking... I don't know, I like the weather changes in this game. The closest we got to this was... Firewatch? Because the weather did kind of change, but that was in relations to spoilers again. The fire that was started there and the fire that the antagonist of the game started.
Labor of the
You can chop wood
hands,
for hire.
even when pursued to the verge of drudgery, is perhaps never the worst form of idleness. It has a constant and imperishable moral, and to the scholar it yields.
Yeah, as I was saying, Firewatch had a type of environment change, but that was because of the fire and how the fire affected the forest. So that's how the weather changed. But I think I really need food. I really need food. But for this game, there's actually changes in the weather. Like it's raining. You know, we're going through different seasons.
The woodchoppers have laid the forest to waste, and now for many a year there will be no more rambling through the aisles of the wood, with occasional vistas through which you can see the water. My muse may be excused if she is silent henceforth. How can you expect the birds to sing when their groves are cut down?
So I guess we'll go through a snowy area or snowy
Are you alright?
environment. A friend helps you recover. So I guess my friends from town, they just see me passed out. Can we see how much money we have? No. Will frogs would love to sing along this area. Okay. I still have to see Sophia's gift. And I'm really uninspired, which is why everything's kind of in gray. That's me being uninspired. Once more. Let's kind of walk a little bit. Walk it off, Henry. You're fine. Oh, it's really dark. I really need to find... I don't even know if you can see this on recording. But it's super, like, dark and black. And that's because I'm not inspired.
Henry! Henry, are you all right?
I sound like
Henry.
Emerson, kind of. Right, the first few times it was Sophia. It sounded like Sophia. This time it sounded like Emerson. At your cabin. Your clothes have some wear. So let's do that. We need firewood and we need food.
Dear Henry, tomorrow I need your assistance to guide a weary traveler toward the North Star. Like yourself, he is also named Henry. I will leave my instructions here at your cabin tomorrow morning, and they must be followed before the end of night. Most sincerely, A. Bronson Alcott.
Okay. Let's look at our bean plant and then let's go make some more money, I think. Because I told you I want to be able to buy the fishing rod and then I want to be able to support my family as well. Will wither in the upcoming winter. Ah. That kind of sucks. But at least that's one last thing we need to really worry about. Come on, Henry. Get it together. Get it together. Don't pass out. You are okay. Henry. Don't pass out, Henry. Don't pass out. You're okay. You are okay. Come on. Two more. You just have two more, Henry. Last one. Okay. sorry, one more. I died. One more after that. I'm sorry again. I'm sorry, Henry. Oh, can I look at the... Oh, where are you going? I need to look at you. Here. I need some color. Where was that solitude place? I think I'm I'm far away from the solitude place. But I have to be on the lookout for new hairs because they can help me with my inspiration. And I guess I can give the book to Emerson. That would help out my inspiration. I wonder if I can talk to the kid. I don't think there's a way to get to the back though.
Interesting.
Okay. Is that a toy? It is.
You must work more diligently on your writing, Henry. Don't be distracted with careless idles. Take care to discriminate between what appears and what is. Let others seem, trust yourself to being. Open your senses and let nature think through you. Only then will you attain true culture. Ah, you found my laws of Manu. Good for you, Henry. I wanted to look at that passage about temperance and the ways of Brahma. I know you know the one I mean.
Yes, I've read it.
Well, that's good. I'd hoped you would, and that it would give
Oh
you
my
inspiration.
God, man.
I wonder if this text, one of the 4 works of supreme authority for the Hindus, doesn't speak directly to your own experiment. As Manu says, resignation of all pleasures is far better than the attainment of them. It's so vital for us to read the wisdom of all the ancient philosophers. Oh, speaking of which, I'm also looking for my Plato. I was reading it the other day down on the northwest.
Yes, I have seen it and can get it for you.
That's wonderful.
I look forward to it.
Alright.
Goodbye for now.
And we're back in color.
Dear Emerson, I think you might be interested in our friend Thoreau's thoughts on the subject of slavery in Massachusetts. He has much to say that makes good sense. I may encourage him to write these ideas down for publication in Mr. Garrison's Liberator. What do you think? Yours sincerely, A. Bronson Alcott.
Dear Mr. Emerson, thank you for your hospitality of late. I look forward to our next conversations, and with Mr. Thoreau as well. He is a singular character, is he not? A young man with much wild, original nature in him, sophisticated in a way of his own. A keen and delicate observer of nature, and nature, in return for his love, seems to adopt him as her special child, and shows him secrets which few others are allowed to witness. Yours, Nathaniel Hawthorne.
What can I do for you?
I have $5. Ah, shit. So close. What is this?
Most of the luxuries and many of the so-called comforts of life are not only not indispensable, but positive hindrances to the elevation of mankind. The village appeared to me a great newsroom, and on one side, to support it, as once at Redding and Company's on State Street, they kept nuts and raisins, or salt and meal and other groceries.
There's 2 here, there's 1 here. It's a memory note.
Here is Miss Sewell, come to visit her brother at the school again. I don't know which of our 2 professors looks more handsome. Do you, Ellen? John and Henry are regular peacocks when you are here with us. Come, let's all go for a row on the pond and settle their feathers.
Old letter from you. Happy to spend more time visiting you with you and John.
June, 1839. Dear Sophia, I so enjoyed spending time with Henry and John on their recent visit. We went boating every day and took long walks in the woods. Henry knows so much about each of the plants and flowers, it is quite a marvel. And John is so jolly and fun. I hardly know which brother is a better companion, and I'm glad not to have to choose. Best, Ellen.
Dear Ellen, I think of our time together often, and hope that we will meet again soon. Till then, I send another poem for you. 2 sturdy oaks, which side by side withstand the winter's storm, and spite of wind and tide, grow up the meadow's pride, for both are strong. Above they barely touch, but undermined, down to their deepest source, admiring, you shall find, their roots are intertwined, inseparably. Henry.
So Ellen is my... Well, we don't know, but she could be someone who I fancy quite a bit. I think you can tell that she's someone that I might like.
Ah, there you are, Henry. Still squatting out there in the woods, then? Hope that you're careful with your fires out there. We wouldn't want to see you burn down more of our fine woods.
So I wonder what happened with that, with her and Henry, if that happened.
The mass of men
curious.
lead lives of quiet desperation. What is called resignation is confirmed desperation. From the desperate city you go into the desperate country, and have to console yourself with the bravery of minks and muskrats. Shall we always study to obtain more of these things, and not sometimes to be content with less?
Is there something going on in my home? Let me go back home. Hold on, when did the thing we have to do with Alcott? When was that? Was that today? Let's go back home. That might have been today. Or not. Come on, Henry, go faster. I don't think it was today. No, it wasn't today. Okay. Oh, I have a lot of food. I need wood. Let's just do that.
In June the partridge, which is so shy a bird, led her brood past my windows, from the woods in the rear to the front of my house. clucking and calling to them like a hen, and in all her behavior proving herself the hen of the woods. The young suddenly disperse on your approach, at a signal from the mother, as if a whirlwind had swept them away.
But some of them went like this way. That probably means that they're probably gonna die, right?
The hares were very familiar. They used to come round my door at dusk to nibble the potato parings which I had thrown out, and were so nearly the color of the ground that they could hardly be distinguished when still.
Use a lot of repair work. Don't pass out. You're okay. You're okay. You are fine. Don't even worry about it, dude.
At night, there was never a traveler passed by my house, or knocked at my door, more than if I were the first or last man. I believe that men are generally still a little afraid of the dark, though the witches are all hung, and Christianity and candles have been introduced.
You're okay. You are okay. Just walk around a little bit. You're fine. Just look at the hair and be okay. You are okay, Henry. Look at the hair. Look at him. Shit. Go back quickly, quickly, quickly. Our day is done. Go to sleep. Where you are. Because you're still tired, Henry? Yeah, because we had to see this.
Henry, now is the time for action. RWE has contributed 50 cents towards a train ticket, and Sophia has prepared a bundle of necessities for our weary friend, Henry Williams. Take this bundle to the ruined shelter along the side of the railroad tracks, and hide them in the place I've marked on your map. From there, he will find his way north to Canada.
Railroad
These
tracks.
must be placed
to Canada?
before the end of night tonight. Yours sincerely, A. Bronson Alcott.
Okay, let's go to Canada. So if you go straight, we should just hit it. But let me, like, do these
One
as
day,
well.
I observed two large ants, the one red, the other much larger, nearly half an inch long and black, fiercely contending with one another. Looking farther, I was surprised to find that the chips were covered with such combatants, that it was not a duellum, but a bellum, a war between two races of ants. It was the only battle which I have ever witnessed, the only battlefield I ever trod while the battle was raging. Internecine war, the red Republicans on the one hand, and the black imperialists on the other. On every side they were engaged in deadly combat, yet without any noise that I could hear, and human soldiers never fought so resolutely.
And then they disappear. Okay, so more like this way, following this path. Because we've seen it before, I'm pretty sure. Oh, there's another statue thing. That's to get inspiration. We also need to find a bush. A berry bush. A berry tree or something where we can get food. Oh, hello.
Henry, there you are.
Hello.
Why are you here? Okay. You rest by the fire and mend your clothes, okay? So let's go to the thing, to drop off the stuff, and then let's go rest, maybe? Dropped off the supplies.
I bought the shanty of James Collins, an Irishman who worked on the Fitchburg Railroad, for boards to use in my house. The grand necessity, then, for our bodies is to keep warm, to keep the vital heat in us. You can always see a face in the fire. The laborer, looking into it at evening, purifies his thoughts of the dross and earthiness which they have accumulated during the day. I had more visitors while I lived in the woods than at any other period in my life. I mean that I had some. I had withdrawn so far within the great ocean of solitude, into which the rivers of society empty, that for the most part, so far as my needs were concerned, only the finest. It is an interesting question how far men would retain their relative rank if they were
really need
divested
food.
of their clothes. Could you, in such a case, tell surely of any company of civilized men which belong to the most respected class?
I really need food. But I think all the, maybe the berry trees died. So we really need that fishing rod. We could, I mean, we can fish the old-fashioned way, just jump into the lake and try to catch fish. Because I don't know where I'm gonna get food right now. I mean, if I can make it to my bean field, I might be able to get some stuff.
My residence was more favorable not only to thought, but to serious reading than a university. And though I was beyond the range of the ordinary circulating library, I had more than ever come within the influence of those books which circulate round the world. To read well, that is, to read true books in a true spirit, is a noble exercise, and one that will task the reader more than any exercise which the customs of the day esteem. It requires a training such as the athletes underwent, the steady intention almost of the whole life to this object. Books must be read as deliberately and reservedly as they were written.
My house needs more repairs. How do you find time to do stuff? Like, I guess you really have to kind of focus on what things you want to do. Oh. Mink. I need wood as well. I need fuel. Poor Henry. I'm still a little while away from the bean field. Is that a chicken? That is a chicken. It just disappeared. It's a disappearing chicken. I could have ate that chicken. Oh, there you are.
Interesting.
Can I eat you? Let me eat you. That's not a chicken. Okay, so what should I do? I don't want to buy food. That's the one thing I don't want to do because I'm trying to save up money.
Huh.
It's not ripe in early fall. Shit. Then which ones are ripe for early fall? I guess I should try to see if I can go back to Concord and get maybe something from my mom. Nope, nothing. Is there a pie, Mom? Did you leave me? No, you didn't. Ah, okay. You can see, check back, I guess, see if there are any letters for me. There is.
My dear Thoreau, I learned today that your essay is accepted to appear in Graham's magazine.
Oh,
It
nice.
is likely to be paid for at the usual rate of $12.
$12.
But I have not heard a word on that
Oh.
yet. I think you may need to wait until the article appears before making further inquiries on payment. In the meanwhile, please send me more of the same short subjects as you have them ready, and I will be your agent in further business of this sort. Success to you, my friend. Horace Greeley.
Okay, so maybe the articles that were in the house.
Good day, Henry.
Oh, wrong place.
Hello.
No, dude, wrong place. Let's see if I can make it to get that. Or not, because I'm too tired.
I observed that the vitals of the village were the grocery, the barroom, the post office, and the bank. And, as a necessary part of the machinery, they kept a bell, a big gun, and a fire engine at convenient places. And the houses were so arranged so that every traveler had to run the gauntlet, and every man, woman, and child might get a lick at him. We boast that we belong to the 19th century and are making the most rapid strides of any nation. But consider how little this village does for its own culture. It is time that we had uncommon schools, that we did not leave off our education when we begin to be men and women.
Okay, we're pretty much at the end of our day. Right now. I need more toys I can pick up. And you're back there. No letters, nothing new.
Henry, there you are.
Good evening.
Oh, you found my Plato. Good for you, Henry.
Yes, I've read it.
That's good. I'd hoped you would, and that it would give you inspiration. Your own experiment is much like that of the man who leaves the cave and goes into the light, don't you think? And the rest of us, living in our safe houses, are the men left in the dark. I hope you won't think less of us for not braving the woods full time. Speaking of the woods, I've been searching them in vain for my Bhagavad Gita. I was reading it out near the Fairyland meadow and seem to have lost it. Have you seen it?
Yes, I have seen it and can get it for you.
Oh, that's wonderful. When you come back,
I look forward to it.
Alright.
Goodbye for now.
Person who loses all your books. I really need food. And the end of day is coming. At your cabin, I think. Are we in winter yet? Have we moved down to winter? Late fall, nope.
Now, in the
Make
late
sure your
fall,
shelter and clothing are in good
nature
shape,
begins to
and
strip
store up on
herself
food
like
and
an
fuel.
athlete for her contest with her great antagonist, winter. In the bare trees and twigs, I see such a display of muscle.
Many thanks, dear Henry. With your help, our friend, Henry Williams, found the supplies left for him and made his way on to town. where he was also assisted by your sister Sophia and your mother. They ministered to him with cheerfulness.
Okay, that got interrupted. It's okay. So let's focus on this. Help, like, building our house. And then I think tomorrow we will focus on food, maybe?
November 1845. Henry, the seasons are turning now, and we all feel the coldness of time. Does the work progress? Do you think it will be done by spring? Have you prepared well for the winter to set in? Love, Sophia.
Never mind. I guess food's more important. So let's go get the food jar and let's go get our beans. Sorry about that. Clicked the wrong button by accident. Can I pick any of these yet? No. I think these all might die by the time tomorrow. Oh, that kind of sucks. I'm gonna have to walk all the way there. Henry, you're gonna make me do that? You are gonna make me do that. Okay. Okay, let's go buy... Can I take the pumpkin? Just take it from the window.
Good afternoon, Henry.
Good afternoon.
What can I do for you?
Food jar. I had in my cellar. Okay. Okay. Woodshed. How much is a woodshed? $6. Should we get some rice? Let's get some rice. I know we spent a lot of money, but I had no choice. Check if there's anything from the mail regarding the articles that I sent. Nothing.
Ah, there you are, Henry. I think your sister was just in and collected a letter from your old friend Miss Sewell. We haven't seen her much recently.
I'm gonna pick up the memory. Let's see all the arrowheads around here.
Signs were hung out on all sides to allure him, some to catch him by the appetite, as the tavern and the victualling cellar, some by the fancy, as the dry goods store and the jeweler's, and others by the hair or the feet or the skirts, as the barber, the shoemaker, or the tailor.
Okay. Oh,
Interesting.
white-footed mouse.
Don't let Ellen's rejection of your offer come between you, Henry. It's a terrible blow. I know you and John both cared for her deeply, but think if she had accepted one and left the other to watch their happiness from the outside. No. To turn you both down was the kindest thing she could do. And you still have John and I and our beloved woods to console you.
Ah, poor Henry. Got rejected. Poor dude. Okay, back. Sorry about that. Okay. So I don't see any more arrowheads around here. Okay, so let's go back. We really need more wood. So that's what I think I'm gonna go do. Go back to the house and chop up more wood and kind of repair our house as well. By now I probably have a really long to-do list. Just because I haven't really had time to do any of the stuff on the list. But I've been just kind of doing my own thing for now.
Interesting.
Let's pick some of this. I just want to repair my house a little bit. And let's chop some wood. Never mind, you're too tired for that. Will it turn into money soon enough or no? I don't think so. It will not. No, it will not. Okay. So let's go back to doing the house. Okay. No. Come on, no, no. Like, I don't know why it's not as smooth as I'm trying to make it. The animation. See? Okay, that's better. Come on. One more? Okay. Let's work on the house a little bit more. Yeah. How much more repair does it need? Pick some more berries. Okay, get more wood. So this kind of helps my energy. I want my house to be in excellent shape. Really, Henry? Okay, just walk around. Just walk around a little bit. Walk down to the lake. Or to the pond, whatever you want to call this. Somewhat rested. Fully rested, okay. Let's get some more. No, let's do this. Okay, I think our house is good. So let's get some food. Get some more food quickly before the day ends. And let's look at the fire. Okay, never mind. Let's wake up in Concord. Is it still fall or is it winter now? It's still fall.
November 1840. Dear Sophia, I have never felt so badly in my life as the day I refused Henry's letter of proposal. But Father does not approve of his transcendental philosophies and instructed me to refuse in a short, explicit, and cold manner.
Oh.
It is all over now, and I hope that though I have dashed the hopes of both your brothers, we can still remain friends in the end. Ellen.
So that's why. Ah. Some have been curious to learn what portion of my income I devote to charities. Under household. I don't have $10 though. Nothing yet. Shit. Because I was supposed to get $12 from the article. And I was hoping that would kind of help out.
Good morning, Henry.
Hello.
What can I do for you?
Maybe get another food jar. Okay, that's all I can get. Large increase the shelter state. Let's do that. And that's all we can do, really. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go chop some wood. I should have a fire right here. Okay. So I can just make money over here. I cannot. Produce fine fruit from late summer through the fall. On the marker flag, using the mouse. Okay. Okay. Okay, that was easy-ish. I don't remember how much we were supposed to get paid for that. We only have $1.38. Do you hear that? Never mind. We have to check this out over there as well. One more. One more. I don't think we can get through there. Oh, there's the boy. No. Who is that? Hello? Hello? I don't think I can get there. I only have $1.66. I guess I got a lot of money from those beans. You know what? Never mind. Let me go back. How close are we? Ah, we went. We had to go up. Getting close. There it is. They're still not ready. Some of them are. Oh, it's a dog. Come on, Henry, you're okay. No, I wanted to see. Very tired but inspired. $2.35. So we make like pretty good money with selling the beans. Let's look at the campfire. Ah.
Good, Henry. Mr. Garrison has heard of your sentiments against slavery in our nation. I know that his recent lecture at our Lyceum roused you quite thoroughly. He asks if you won't write something for the Liberator on the topic. I suggest sending this manuscript on slavery in Massachusetts that you left with me recently. It will certainly move many hearts and minds. With thanks, Alcott.
Okay. I will do that tomorrow. Come on, come on. There you go. Let's get some more food. Actually, let's do our thing a little bit. Repair the house a little bit more. Get some more food. Let me try to do this quickly. Actually, can I make it to get some berries? Nope. Too late. In Concord. So I wanted to drop my manuscript off. What does my food look like now, actually? Okay.
My friend Thoreau, I know that there has been much delay, but your article is this moment in type and will appear as the leading article in Graham's magazine for next month. I will see that Graham pays you fairly for it. Do not think hard of him. I'm enclosing $2 until such time as he does. I propose that if you will sit down and write another article for me, I will give you $12 for it on delivery, publish it, and leave you the copyright. Do not write too long, or more quickly than you can think, for that will not work for the magazines. Yours, Horace Greeley.
Okay. How much do I have now? I have $4, so still not that much. Let's drop that as well.
Good to see you, Henry.
Wrong place.
Hello.
Okay. Oh, let me see how much the wood shed is. Actually, no. I want to try to save money for my family, for their bills. Actually, can I just see? Okay. Early summer 5, late summer 14, late fall 34, early fall 34, late fall 48. Oh, so that's the where it is in the thing. Okay. There's no like date of what, like how many days we have left until winter. And it's been a while since we've seen an arrowhead.
I hardly know what you do with your time, Henry. The children say you took them out huckleberrying all day rather than working on those edits I suggested for your article. Sometimes I think I would like to see your work published more than you would.
Dear Emerson, I thank you for your kind words on the dial, and for sending the piece by Mr. Thoreau. I do not see the full merits of the work as you have described, yet having some knowledge of the man, there is no objection I could make to his lines which I would not make to himself. He is rare, of open eye, ready hand, and noble scope. He sets no limits to his life, but is somewhat a bare hill, which the warm gales of spring have not yet visited. A wider and deeper human experience will mold the man and melt his verse. I can have no better advice for a person so sincere. Margaret Fuller.
Dear Counselor, I write in assistance of a young friend of mine, Mr. Henry David Thoreau, who has taken time from his literary pursuits to invent a new, improved method for the production of pencils. I believe a patent application for this method would be successful, and the financial support from such a patent would be of great importance to this young man's family. Might you look at the drawings and specifications included and give us advice on how to make such an application? Sincerely, Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Okay. No. Even though this is only making me 3 cents, that's still money. As long as I don't get too tired.
Ah, hello.
Good afternoon.
I just came here to stare at your fire, that's it. I'm gonna have to do a lot of fast forwarding in this. Alright. Okay, let's no, let's go look at our beans. Did everything die? I think everything else died. Thought I saw Arrowhead. I guess right there. Am I imagining it? No, right there.
This is the result of my experience in raising beans. Plant the common small white bush bean about the 1st of June in rows 3 feet by 18 inches apart, being careful to select fresh round and unmixed seed. Harvest as early as possible if you would escape frosts and have a fair and saleable crop.
Let's get some fruit. Get some fuel. And kind of end our day there. And we were going completely opposite direction. Whoops. Sometimes it's not as smooth as I want it to be. Okay, let's pick some more berries. Oh. Near maximum. I want it to be completely at maximum. Ah, what is that?
As the sparrow had its trill, sitting on the hickory before my door, so had I my chuckle or suppressed warble which he might hear out of my nest.
Dearest Henry, you are a model of self-reliance. I am overwhelmed with admiration, as is my daughter Louisa, who speaks of you often with youthful affection. I write to tell you that your article is in print in Mr. Garrison's Liberator. He tells me it makes him weep with fury. Surely this is payment enough for your troubles. Your friend, A. Bronson Alka.
Did he give me any? So he didn't really give me anything.
Interesting.
Okay. How am I doing with the food? Near maximum. Can I reach maximum? Oh, how's everything else? Could use some repair work. Some food. Let's wake up in Concord again. So I'm waiting to get paid. Early
Winter has arrived, and a regular snowstorm has commenced. Fine flakes falling steadily, and rapidly whitening all the landscape. In half an hour, the russet earth is painted white even to the horizon. I know of no other so silent and sudden a change.
So I think I'm gonna end it here. Since we made it through a full season, and we are now in winter. I guess now we have to go through winter and spring, and then maybe back to summer. We'll see. So I kind of understand this game a bit more. Let me save, actually. Okay, saved because I didn't want time to go while I was talking. But I think I understand this game a bit more, just because I kind of got like the idea what to do. I kind of got more into the storyline of kind of what's happening with this guy, you know. I feel bad about it for a little bit because he had someone he liked. She obviously liked him, but then her father. So that kind of sucks. I want to help my family, and I'm struggling with that, to try to kind of pay the bills, try to make money for that. So that's difficult. That's something I'm not sure what to do, how to make the most money, because I wanted to get a fishing line, also fishing rod, and I don't think I can afford that, and helping my parents pay the bills. So we'll see how this goes. We have 2 more seasons. I don't know. I haven't been counting how many days each season has been. More than 3. So like maybe 4 or 5 days. Maybe it's like 3 per thing. Because I think late fall was 3 days. So I think it's 6 days for each like season. Like late summer, late fall, you know, early summer. So we have a good amount of time left. We have like 24 days in this game. No, we have 12. What am I saying? If we go until spring, because it'll be 6 days in the fall, in the winter, 6 days in spring, and then we might go back to summer. So we'll see. I don't know. I still don't know how I feel about this game exactly. Yeah, that's all I can say. I don't know how I feel about this game. Maybe with the end I'll understand it better, but for now it's a bit boring to get through, honestly. I have to complete the game. If I didn't have to, if that was not a requirement, I probably wouldn't complete this game. But I have to write about it. I have to write about the ending. I have to compare endings, so I have to finish this game. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know, but we will see. So until then, I will see you guys later.